Hello, my name is Clay Rodriguez, and in my speech, I'd like to talk about how my experiences in the National Guard, how I got in, how training was, and most specifically, what in training was the worst for me, and how I overcame it, and how it changed me today. So, how did I get enlisted? I went into the recruiter's office around my junior year, which I believe was 2018, and I talked to the recruiter about possibly joining the National Guard so that I could pay for school. But the recruiter told me that since I was 17, I could not sign the contract. I needed parent or guardian consent. So, in order for me to get enlisted, I had to take the recruiter to my house, he had to present everything to my parents, in which case they signed off that, I was subject to go to training. I could go basically. And then after that, so after I got signed up, my recruiter had to set up on the documents, paperwork, everything like that. And they had on paper that May 28th, I was going to be, which was after my school year and the start of summer, I was going to be sent to Fort Benning, Georgia. So on May 28th, I boarded a plane, and this was the first time I'd ever been on a plane before or flown out of Texas. But I boarded a plane on May 28th, flew all the way out to Fort Benning, where I stayed the night, and I got issued all my gear, everything I needed to change into uniform and all that to start my training, which was about 12 weeks of training. So I was going to be in Georgia for 12 weeks. The thing about Georgia is it is very there's a lot of trees and everything. I'd say there's very deep forestation. So it was really humid, and I went in the summertime. So we were sweating all the time. The weather was always against us, it seemed like. It just was not the funnest experience. But overall, I don't regret it, but one of the things that definitely I struggled with was one of the first obstacle courses we did, where it happened to be raining that day too, so we couldn't even see, but we had to crawl through mud, barbed wire, everything, and then the rain was just beating down on top of us. And as I was just struggling, suffering through it, low crawling through mud, I couldn't see. There's mud and water in my eyes. Everybody's moaning like no one wants to be doing it. And I had to make a decision that I could do what some people were doing, which was just quitting right there, or I could just follow the guy in front of me and keep going, which I ultimately decided to do. I was like, you know what? I'm here. I don't want to quit. I'm gonna keep going. So toward the end of it, I just kept following that dude in front of me, and the next thing you knew, I was done. And we had two lines, and one line there were 17 people that quit, and there was the other about 20 of my platoon that didn't, and all 20 of us eventually graduated. And what I learned from that instance was I'm a lot stronger than I think I am. And it taught me that, as long as you mentally don't give up, because your mind is stronger than your body, you will complete the task at hand. And that's what I live by now. It's how I act in school, and it's how I act in life. And I'd say it changed me as a person, because now when I have to do something, I don't quit, and I always strive to get there no matter what.